Okay guys, next up is Monkey King. Really fun hero to play, for me at least. Play mid. Uh, really easy to keep the mid, keep the last hits, keep the denies. That is pretty much thanks to the extended attack range. His pole can really give you that. It's kind of like he's being equipped by default with something like a Dragon Lance, but for melees, right? Kind of like running with the broom handle in a way. So you have a lot of reach, and that it really makes it easy for you to farm the last hits and denies, and also harass. So pretty relaxed hero for mid. There's also Mischief if you wanna evade any spell damage. It does not save you from damage over time. So if there's, for example, Queen of Pain, you just cannot evade Queen of Pain's poison. I forgot the name. Poison dagger. You can evade like the first impact hit, but the ticks are gonna go on, right? So yeah, you can use that. Like I said, extended attack range, and let's see the items. Boots, always go into phase boots. There's really not much else that Monkey benefits much from as with the phase boots. Again, it's great to just jump from tree to tree, being able to move through the waves, through any obstacle in your way, so you can keep hitting people. It's extra damage, it's extra armor. You're gonna be in the middle of fights anyway. Armor is always great, and yeah, it can give you that safe phase movement. Especially for an escape, you can escape with this, cut through the wave, and just jump on any tree, right? This goes on cooldown when anybody hits you for 3 seconds. But phase boots can give you that phase movement, right? And then this goes up the cooldown, you can jump away while somebody with, let's say, power threads or travel is kind of stuck. For whatever reason, something blocked them, right? So also great to use defensively, especially with Monkey's tree lens. After phase boots, there's I put Orb of Corrosion in the backpack. You can make full Orb of Corrosion, right? It's completely fine. Lately, I kind of decided to just cut this out completely. I just go and make Echo Saber. I would kind of take slower approach with Monkey. I would get Corrosion, and then I would go Echo Saber combined with the boot. But it kind of felt a bit slow for me. It's almost 1k gold. I just realized I kind of want to put 1k into getting the Maelstrom done. It gets me the, what is called, the spear part, whatever. I just kind of want to go in that direction first, right? Just not bother with this. So why Echo Saber also? Echo Saber for Monkey because of the Jingo Mastery. It needs 4 hits for this to proc, extra damage and lifesteal. The best way to get the 4 procs, especially early on and even later on, is to just get a double one at the beginning, right? You immediately get a get 2 hits off immediately once you right click on somebody, and then you just need 2 more hits, and this is charged and ready to go, right? So Echo Saber is really makes the most sense for Monkey out of all heroes to get. Quickly charges you with Jingu, gets you halfway there immediately. So yeah, just get it. It's really a no-brainer. It's damage, it's attack speed, it's strength, gives you a bit more survivability, and it's also mana, right? So you can spam a bit more boundless strikes if you want. But yeah, anyways, it is the double hit effect that's the most beneficial for you. After that, there's sometimes time for another item, and there's sometimes just isn't time for another item. Depends. If there's no time, sometimes you just have to get blacking immediately. Let's say you have phase boots and Echo Saber. Sometimes the fights are like that, where they're just heavily stacked with disables, being stuns, hexes, whatever. You kind of jump in the fight. The problem with ult is it kind of takes a lot of time, right? The ult is amazing, but like as you can see, it's him creating the stuff. You have to create the stuff, and also that stuff needs to move like across the whole circle, right? So it's kind of like a triple delay almost. Just it was my problem with Monkey. I always wondered why they just didn't make this a little bit faster. It's always kind of like you were just that slower for like that milliseconds, and everybody either gets away out of the circle already, or they just kind of disable you before you can do that. So basically, what I just started doing always is just I would just wait on the tree. Let's say they don't see me, I would just do it directly from the tree, and once they realize the ult is being made and it's happened and I jump off the tree automatically, these are kind of already deployed, right? So just the best way to open with ult is from a tree. You're gonna create them, see, so they hit the ground and you hit the ground and you're ready to go. You can boundless keep them in. So if you can get the thing going from the tree, always try to do it that way. So yeah, problem with ult. So you might need to have to get this immediately after Echo Saber if there's time, and you feel you can kind of get away with this and attacking normally anyways. Get yourself Maelstrom. It's a great item for you to farm further. It's great effect, especially with Echo Saber. You're hitting twice, much bigger chance for this to proc. This also gets upgraded into Mjolnir. Mjolnir is more attack speed, right? More attack speed, discharges faster. You'll be getting Basher later on, so attack speed with the Basher, it just synergizes great with both this and the Basher later on. This also helps you a lot. Also one thing especially for Monkey is the buff. So right, like if you jump from a tree, if you make ult, do the blacking, if blacking starts to expiring, if it even works when the blacking is on. So if somebody's really set their mind to destroy you anyway, even if you have blacking on, let's say maybe there's Ursa attacking you, let's say, it's like, I don't care about this, I'm gonna attack him anyways. You can just cast the debuff anyway, and you can fight them with the damage and with the buff on yourself. So just Monkey is a hero that's always gonna be in the middle of a fight, in the mess. He's gonna be the first in the mess, so having a buff like this is always great. If anybody wants to mess with you, you're gonna take extra damage, you're gonna charge your Jingu, heal back, do damage, and yeah, it just seems as great. So Maelstrom there, if you want to finish this, you can go ahead and finish it. Nothing wrong with just running around with Phase Boots, Mjolnir and Echo Saber, if you can get away without getting this. If not, when you get this, you can finish this anyways. Like I said, it's gonna really charge the Jingu Mastery fast. So some form of attack speed, I kind of feel you always need to get. Why? Because the one item that you have to get is Basher. Again, Basher works much better when there's attack speed before it. Any form of attack speed. I put some item in the backpack that can be used. So let's say you went for Maelstrom, or maybe you didn't make Maelstrom at all. Getting Manta is pretty nice as well. It's inbuilt attack speed in Yasha. Ultimate Orb for extra stats. One of those heroes that uses all of them stats. Well, not so much the int one, but strength is as useful as agility for Monkey. So all the benefits from Manta, plus kind of synergizes also in a way with Mischief. You can evade spells with this, and then also pressing Manta. If you get silenced, if any stun is flying towards you, just press it, cancel the stun, cancel the silence, cancel any slows. You know, create like a distraction where you can kind of occupy him with illusions or block him, and then you just kind of run away and use the Phase Boots and jump on a tree, right? And then you can see like whatever you're gonna do next, right? So there's always an option to make Manta style. Keep this in mind. Really nice item, and yeah, a lot of benefits. However you wanna go, you can't go wrong with this and this anyways. And then pretty much, if you don't have a blacking, you'll have to make one. This has to happen either after this or after one bigger item, right? Bigger than this. So you'll be having your blacking before Basher. Always, Basher is useless if you can't attack, right? And you won't be able to attack if you're constantly disabled, stunned, slowed, whatever it is. Blacking will have to happen anyways. So you're able to attack, you get some attack speed, now you get Basher. it's just another tool to keep him in place. This gives you nice slow, Boundless gives you nice AoE stun. It just kind of further locks people in, especially great for ult. You can lock them in the circle while all of the illusions are hitting them as well from the ult, right? And it's one of the heroes when you can, if you want, you can just rush and get a Abyssal if you want. It's completely fine. Monkey is just one of those where he benefits greatly from the Abyssal upgrade. It's kind of like anti-mage. You'll be there in the middle of a fight, having that extra Vanguard protection just feels nice. And again, now it's like a castable stun, right? So the Boundless, keep hitting them, they get out of Boundless, they're gonna get bashed again probably, slow down with Echo Saber. And it kind of brings us to the next item, which is Skadi. Another great item for Monkey. More stats, more slows. You can see kind of the whole team developing now for Monkey, right? It's just a lot of items that go towards that direction. It doesn't have to be Monkey. Skadi, of course, it can be Sage and Yasha. Sage and Yasha, if you feel like you need some more stats, but more towards really survivability. But for me, Sage and Yasha feels slow, kind of. For me, it's kind of slow, too slow. It's an option, but I just, especially if there's Manta. If there's Manta, you don't want to make double Yasha anyways. I think Skadi just straight up beats Sage and Yasha for Monkey especially. So, it's just kind of between these two, right? These are the contenders for the slot. Similar items, I would just go Skadi, always Skadi. And of course I left the one in the backpack. This one, if it's needed, you don't usually make it just because. If there's somebody you can hit, if there's Phantom, Assassin, if there's Firefly effects, Evasion on the other side, just make Monkey King bar, right? That's it. Don't have to rush it. Usually Monkey can actually get away with attacking without this, but at some point you'll need it. If there's an effect like that, you'll need it to win the game, right? Because otherwise, how are you gonna build the Jingu Mastery attacks if you can't hit, if you're missing? And if you do get hit and proc, then you still need to be hitting to get the bonus damage value, right? Even if you proc this with missing somehow, you still gotta hit after that even to get the bonus damage up. So might really be needed to get the Monkey then. And that's it pretty much. Yeah. One item, there's Shadowblade into Silver Edge, but I'm gonna say not that big of a fan. I feel like in Monkey's case, you would get this if there's somebody that you want to break the effect, but you don't necessarily need Monkey for. So let's say you're playing against Bristleback. That's the very good example. Let's say there's Bristleback on the other side. He's kind of annoying. He got some early feed or early farm. He's kind of snowballing a bit, or he's just being annoying as Bristleback is. You can consider getting Silver Edge then. Kind of just attack him, immediately break his passive, so you can quickly deal with him while building the damage. So you break his passive, you're gonna build the Jingu quickly because of this. And attack speed for Silver Edge, of course. The crit is nice, and you can kind of solo him, deal with him right there, right? If anybody else jumps on him, he's definitely dead. So that is probably for me the only reason where I would think about Shadowblade into Silver Edge, because otherwise, like, there's no really need. If you kind of feel you need something, just get Manta style. If you feel like you need something like that, you can jump on any tree around the map, so do you really need Windwalk just to have it? I think it's a waste of a slot, really. Yeah, but different people make different items, so for me, I think being able to jump on the trees, being able to use this if I need, having a bash or a blacking, I kind of feel like I'm really set anyways for any fight, for any situation. I don't really need Shadowblade. If there's not a Bristleback kind of getting annoying, I would have gotten it there then. and if you can get away with just getting it to break like any evasion effect, because it also works like a monkey, just temporarily. So if you can get away with casting that and killing people, I mean, sure, but yeah, this is just more solid. It's damage attack spin, it's guaranteed evasion, to pierce evasion. So yeah, something like this or something like this, Echo Saber, you sell it later on, but it might just stay in your inventory until you finish the game actually, because you're gonna be building some other stuff, and anything that you really build will benefit out of Echo Saber anyways, right? It's like the Echo Saber is not something like people like to get for Rat King. Some people like to get for like Slark. Slark is another good example where Echo Saber is great. It kind of speeds up the stat still, right? You still stats faster. It's kind of like with Monkey. He still stats faster. Monkey gets Jingu Mastery faster. So you kind of keep it really until the end, until all of the other slots are filled. No need to sell it really. That's it for that. You can get Shard if you want. It completely depends on you. Scepter I would not get. Before people made a lot, maybe there was more value, but it's not as good anymore. I don't think it was good even back then, but yeah, if you want to get Shard, you can get Shard. Let's see the talent tree. Talent tree is, for me, it's always Boundless Strike. Nothing special really, but it can matter. Maybe somebody needs those extra 1-2 hits to die. It's also AoE, so more value there. Second one is definitely Jingu Mastery damage. This is your main. This is your main damage ability, also healing ability can save you. If you're really low health and you get the proc and you have it buffed, it's pretty much like Satanic. It's like a Satanic effect built in. You just gotta reach the procs, right? So yeah, don't miss on the Echo Saber. It can really be big. It can turn into a Satanic effect real fast. So yeah, especially with this. Third one, Jingo Mastery charges, of course. You want the effect to last longer, of course, much more than this. It's a lot of extra damage combined with this one. So you're doing like 260 per hit. 2 more hits is 2 times 260, that's 520, right? It's a lot more damage. That is a lot more. 500 is a lot more damage. Being able to dish out, especially gonna be quickly because of the items that you have already, right? So I would just get that one always. Last one you can decide, but I would say the ult Another Ring can be really great. It gets like a lot of value, especially if your team has any kind of like AoE abilities, or kind of keep them in place, you know. But there's somebody like Tides that can set up the whole place. But there's somebody like Enigma. But there's somebody like Magnus. You being able to create the second ring, it goes. I should just level it. It goes pretty hard. So you can see the range now. So if they want to escape, they gotta pass through all of this, right? It can be really annoying. Like the ring becomes much bigger. So anybody that can kind of keep them rooted in your team, kind of keep them condensed, they're gonna get hit. As they're trying to run away, they're gonna get kind of like in the whole mix-up. They're gonna get hit a lot by the illusions from the ult. Although I can't say this is not great as well. But I'm just counting on if the fight goes on, you'll be pressing Black King, casting the ring and fighting. You're not gonna be doing that much jumping around where you need a 0-second cooldown. It's not something like Nature's Prophet, where it's like, oh my god, it's 0 seconds teleport, like you just jump on any line and push it. It's not the same with Monkey, right? Once you jump off the tree into the fight, that's pretty much it. This goes on the cooldown. You need to do the job on the ground. You need to do a lot of work on the ground, and you'll be stuck on the ground whether you die or you win. You're not gonna be doing that much tree jumping anyways after that in the fight as well. So yeah, I would just get the extra ring. And that's it for Monkey. There's one really nice treasure if you can get, or at least ping your teammates to give it to you. If you can get the broom handle, it's really nice. Like 50 attack range on top of your normal like big attack range with like almost dragon lance effect. It's really nice having this early. And it's really nice playing monkey with this. You can just hit somebody's like here, and you're like hitting them from here and getting them slowed down and whatnot. Like it's just great. So if they want to give you broom handle, ping them. Just let them know that you would like this, and yeah, it really synergizes well with your like default attack range. And yeah, that's it for the monkey. Like I said, if the ulti is kind of troublesome to cast, it is long, it takes time, you're really vulnerable when you're casting it. It's also not really nice when you have to use the blacking and cast this. You're taking seconds off of the blacking while you're creating this. Really, if you can, just try to do it from a tree. It is definitely the best way if they can see you. If they can see you on the tree, you can just die there. But if the place is not guarded, if they can see you on the tree, just do your ult from the tree. You're gonna drop down exactly as it creates, and you're ready to go. So doing like ult like that and then pressing the blacking, you're already in the fight. You can do boundless. It's such a nicer feeling, like 50 times better to just cast it from a tree. I mean, you don't get to cast this from a tree, I guess, but who cares about that, right? You just get mad value from for this and the blacking. You save so much seconds here. You save so much damage, not taking any damage while creating. So yeah, that's it for the monkey, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the other heroes.